Buenos días, comunidad de We Love Nogales. Estamos aquí de parte de Arizona at Work y estamos para agradecerle a la comunidad sobre el alcance que tuvimos con la Feria de Empleo. Vamos a empezar con introducciones. Vamos a empezar con Karina Guerrero, que es la supervisora de WIOA. Tenemos a Adrián Chamberlain, que es el representante de negocios de Arizona at Work. Tenemos a María Luisa Cota, que es una de las representantes, una empleadora que estuvo presente en nuestra feria de empleo. Y tenemos a Marisol Parra, que ella es una de las que fueron a buscar empleo para la feria de trabajo. ¿Okay? Entonces, vamos a empezar con la entrevista. Entonces...
Hi, good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us today on the We Love Nogales page. We're here just to express our gratitude towards the community for attending our annual job fair event and community expo. Who we have here is our director for the Local Workforce Development Board, along with our director at Arizona at Work here in Santa Cruz County, Saida Bustamante. Karina Guerrero, who is our program manager at the also Arizona at Work. To my far left here, I have Maria Luisa, who works with our businesses. She works for a local trucking company who did also conduct interviews and accept applications at the job fair. And then Marisol Parra here to my left, who was a job seeker at our job fair event as well. And then I'm Adrian Chamberlain, who is the business representative for Arizona at Work. So just to kind of go over a bit of overview of what we did is we had over 80 exhibitors attend our job fair. Over 55 who were employers and over 36 community agencies, local nonprofits that provided local resources to our community. Ultimately, our goal was to help serve the community in a way where we can provide all the services all in one place, right? We welcomed over 700 job seekers who did attend our event, who used the public transportation that we did offer, and we received overwhelming gratitude from the community and the employers about the event. So do you guys want to?
Yes.
We are very grateful that our community was able to come together and support us in supporting you guys. So, estamos aquí para apoyarlos, pero también recibimos el apoyo de la comunidad en el momento de hacer esta feria, porque vimos que tanto las personas que tienen sus negocios, que quieren buscar esas personas de labor, estuvieron ahí presentes, las personas que dan recursos a nuestra comunidad estuvieron ahí presentes. Pero gracias a la comunidad que fue a apoyar y a buscar ese empleo, a buscar esos recursos que tienen ahí, que tuvimos ahí disponibles. Lo hacemos una vez al año y de veras es un trabajo que se hace en equipo, se elabora mucho para tener ese evento. Entonces es importante darles agradecimiento no solamente a las personas que hicieron todo eso posible, pero también a la comunidad que estuvo ahí presente. Entonces, muchas gracias a todos porque aquí estamos todos, ¿no? Aquí está ahí de todo, aquí sentados estamos todos que estuvimos ahí presentes, tanto como el público que fue a buscar trabajo, las personas que estuvieron ahí buscando a alguien que fuera a trabajar con ellos y pues el equipo que trabajó para hacer esto posible. Muchas gracias.
Así es. Y nomás para recalcar lo que dijo Adrián, fueron más de 80 empleadores y organizaciones comunitarias que se inscribieron. Fueron 55 empleadores que estuvieron ahí contratando y haciendo entrevistas. Los demás fueron servicios comunitarios que estuvieron ahí ofreciendo servicios. Y fue un total de 733 personas a buscar empleo y servicios. Como dice Karina, fue un trabajo no nomás en equipo, pero fue trabajo dentro de la comunidad, porque íbamos al Food City de que podemos dejar folletos. Íbamos a los post offices, podemos dejar flyers. Entonces fue de verdad, no nomás gracias a nosotros como equipo, pero a todas las organizaciones, a todos los negocios que compartieron, a familiares que le dijeron a su tío, a su primo, oigan, va a haber un evento, gracias a ustedes, de verdad.
y también los negocios, ¿no? Que nos apoyaron,
Claro.
que estuvieron ahí, que nos
Sí.
apoyaron de corazón, ¿no? Yo
Gracias.
creo que a la comunidad por ver apoyado todo este evento. Y también gracias a los que hicieron tanto negocio, ¿no? En ir a buscar y tocar esas puertas para asegurarnos que esas personas estuvieran ahí. So, muchas gracias a todos. Y me voy a ir rapidito aquí, llevándome el tiempo, nomás para empezar rapidito con lo que fue más exitoso, porque para mí eso es lo más importante, ¿no? No solamente fue el apoyo y eso, pero hubo mucho éxito en esa feria de trabajo. Y pues vamos a empezar con María Luisa.
Sí, no, yo creo que este año me tocó ver más exhibidores, más bien también, igual como resources, también como los que estaban empleadores, pues que iban a contratar. También me tocó ir en eso que llegó mi compañero. Le dije, me voy a dar una vuelta pues para ver lo que se está ofreciendo, pero también si yo miro algo, pues para poder pasar la palabra, ¿no? Y poderles decir, ¿sabes qué? En esta parte están contratando, porque yo creo que el mejor advertising que tenemos es word of mouth. Eso siempre es como algo donde, mira, ¿sabes qué? Yo sé quién es perfecto para este trabajo. Y así nos pasó mucho, o sea, ahí recibimos candidatos, pudimos realizar también un on-site interview. Fue algo rapidito, ¿no? Algo como para tocar bases de los requisitos que tenemos. Y fue algo muy padre porque pues puedes en el momento saber y estar entrevistando a estas personas para ir adelantando un poquito del proceso de que si puedes proceder con el segundo entrevista, más bien para la contratación. Yo creo que eso fue algo pues muy, muy padre, ¿no? Poder ser parte de eso. Me ha tocado, es mi segundo año que voy como empleador. Primero fue como resources y ahora pues como exhibitor ya buscando empleador. Digo, employees.
Sí.
Pero lo otro yo creo que como empleador, lo único que yo creo que les quisiera decir es me tocó ver a muchos que iban muy presentables, iban listos para una entrevista y yo creo que hay que darles un poquito de ¿cómo se puede decir? De atención. Todas las personas que están poniendo y haciendo esto posible para que ustedes puedan conseguir ese trabajo. Yo creo que lo mínimo que podemos hacer cuando atendemos este tipo de eventos es irnos presentables. Me tocó ver mucho donde iban los papás junto con los hijos buscando el trabajo. No está nada de malo, pero yo creo que como papás a veces hay que entender que los tenemos que dejar que ellos mismos busquen, que ellos mismos empiecen a hacer las preguntas que se necesitan que hacer, porque a fin de cuentas ellos son los que están buscando el trabajo. Lo otro que yo les pudiera recomendar, porque sí estuvo muy padre ver que iban muchos amiguitos juntos a buscar el trabajo, está muy padre eso, qué bueno que se juntaron para hacer eso. Lo que yo les sugiriera es, ya estando ahí, sepárense. Yo creo que lo mejor es, tienen más chances de poder que los contraten individual a que vayan todos juntos preguntando por un trabajo. Y igual si se juntan entre medio para ver, ¿sabes qué? Vi un trabajo para ti por allá, está bien, está perfecto eso. Pero sí les quería comentar eso y yo creo que por último es bien importante que asistan y que vayan presentables, vayan con ropa listos para una entrevista. Sí me tocó ver que iban con su ropa de gimnasio, no iban listos y aunque uno pues dice, eso no debería de afectar la persona cómo puede trabajar, pero sí es una primera impresión.
Claro.
Entonces acuérdense que en este evento están las mismas personas que contratan, entonces se van a acordar de ti. Y al momento que estés en la entrevista van a decir, pues mira cómo se presentó o no venía listo. Entonces es siempre importante crear una buena impresión.
Claro.
A la primera. Yo creo que eso es lo importante que yo quería como comunicarles como empleador. Que eso es algo que siempre vemos, es algo que yo siempre le digo a mis hijos. Vamos a salir, arréglense, peínense. A veces yo creo que con mi niña la traigo mucho acá arriba por eso mismo, pero porque es importante que se miren bien, que tengan su cabello bien peinado, que se vayan presentables y igual pues si necesitan también a veces, creo que han habido en otras ocasiones como recursos, ¿no? Donde si no tienen algo como vestimento se puede pedir ayuda. ¿Tú sabes algo de eso?
Pues nosotros es un recurso que tenemos, sí lo ofrecimos a la comunidad y pues como dices tú, para el próximo año, o no nomás próximo año, simplemente a diario, porque define mucho quién eres, o sea, dice mucho en temas de organización, se nota quién eres, pues, ¿no?
Sí.
Entonces, muchas gracias por eso.
No, sí, claro, o sea, fue algo, me dio mucho gusto, o sea, obviamente estos tipos de eventos que trae la comunidad, ¿no? Para que puedan agarrar estos trabajos. Yo me tocó ver pues muchos de la mina, también de otras compañías, o sea, muy buenas que están entrando aquí a Nogales donde no se veían tampoco muchos trabajos. Entonces, por eso hay que aprovechar de las oportunidades que se presentan como estas y ir listos para poder ser contratados en el momento.
So, la apariencia sí importa, siempre importa, es importante, la apariencia es importante. Basado en eso, yo sé que yo te vi el martes ahí en la oficina y yo vi que tuviste entrevistas, basado también de la feria de empleos. ¿Fueron entrevistas de ahí?
Sí entrevistamos a 2 personas de la feria que conocimos ahí. Lo que le comentaba a la Saida temprano es por el tiempo que teníamos para poder entrenar, era vital que agarráramos a alguien con experiencia. Pero sí entrevistamos a personas que no estaban en el mismo rango de transportación de camiones, pero estaban en dispatching de warehouses, que es diferente, puede decir que es similar, pero es diferente porque transporte es otro departamento. Sí. Pero sí, yo sí les puedo decir que yo sí agendamos una entrevista a una persona que estuvo muy insistente y no tenía la experiencia, más sin embargo, o sea, su tenacidad o sea, estar ahí de que me siento contigo y aquí lleno la aplicación, fue algo de que, ok, vamos a darle la oportunidad. Yo sé que a lo mejor en ese momento no están diciendo todas las capacidades que tienen porque se ponen nerviosos o se pueden limitar, o sea, no pueden pensar en cosas, pero en ese mismo momento, o sea, ver la persona ahí sentada y yo te voy a llenar la aplicación, o sea, bien dispuestos, pues.
Tener toda esa iniciativa de decir, aquí estoy y estoy preparado para trabajar y aprender, ¿no?
Sí, y como le digo, lamentablemente pues no pudimos proceder por el tiempo que tuvimos. Si hubiéramos tenido a lo mejor más tiempo, o sea, hubiera sido muy diferente, hubiéramos tenido más candidatos, pero sí tuvimos, cuando hicimos entrevistas, la posición de dispatcher, tenemos 2 posiciones abiertas, dispatcher ya cerró, aún tenemos la de CDL operator, está abierto, estamos buscando activamente tenemos 2 posiciones abiertas. Y lo único yo creo que es importante, importante mencionar es que sí nos piden 20 meses de mínimo con su CDL. Yo sé donde, pues dicen, es que apenas la acabo de sacar y pues es lo único que por motivos del seguro nos piden que tengan 20 meses mínimo con su valid CDL. Pero ahí también me llegaron muchas personas que estaban interesados en sacar sus CDLs, luego los referí ahí con Mary.
Claro.
Con Mary.
Y María Luisa, no sé si quieres tomar este momento para reclutar de una vez lo que andas buscando. Ya sé que lo tienes promocionado en la oficina con Arizona Network, pero ¿qué estás buscando de esas 2 posiciones? ¿Qué tipo de experiencia tienen que tener?
Pues ahorita yo creo que lo importante viene como de mano en mano, ¿no? Cuando tienen ya bastante tiempo con sus CDL es porque anduvieron manejando, entonces ya con eso ya viene parte de la experiencia que requerimos, pero yo creo que un poquito de como insight a lo que hacemos después de recibir un candidato que califica con esos requisitos es conducimos una entrevista. Después de conducir la entrevista, si vemos que es viable la entrevista, que todo sale bien, entonces nosotros agendamos también una prueba de manejo. Entonces son cosas que necesitamos nosotros que realizar con operadores de CDL. ¿Por qué? Porque no traen un carrito de, no sé, 6,000 libras. No, estás hablando de toneladas si vienen cargados. Entonces es muy importante que nosotros podamos ver que tienen un récord clean, no tienen problemas, no tienen accidentes. A veces son factores porque el seguro cobra más, pues. Entonces, tener accidentes sí es un factor, pero igual a veces no es un impedimento. Entonces, yo siempre les digo, si cumplen con el mínimo requisito de los 20 meses, o sea, apliquen y igual nosotros vamos a conducir la entrevista y la prueba de manejo para poder ver, porque como la verdad, pues tenemos que cuidar el equipo que tenemos. El equipo que tenemos es nuevo. La mayoría de los camiones son del 2022 en adelante y pues son camiones de $500,000. No podemos nomás como,
Órale,
sí,
súbete.
ajá, súbete, vámonos a California. Pero ahorita, si tienen más preguntas, igual en Workforce está la información o me pueden contactar. Puedo dar mi email.
Claro que
Es bueno, voy a dar el de Dispatch mejor. Es dispatch@pavacorp.com. Ahí pueden mandar sus resumes para CDL Operator. Y igual cualquier pregunta se pueden comunicar con Adrián. Él les puede pasar mi número. Y sí, estamos activamente buscando todavía dos CDL Operators.
Bueno, pues muchas gracias.
Claro que
por
sí.
toda tu ayuda.
Muchas gracias por invitarnos, por pensar en
Ya
nosotros.
sabes, aquí estamos para ayudarte, apoyarte en lo que podamos. Y gracias por apoyarnos ustedes a nosotros también.
No, y creo que yo ya creo que me estoy tomando control de la entrevista.
Tú hazlo, es tu entrevista.
Pero
No
quiero
pasa
dar las
nada.
gracias porque, miren, nosotros somos, yo creo que para explicar un poquito más de Pava, somos una compañía que no somos local, pero no local, porque estamos registrados en Marana, pero todos trabajamos aquí, todos los empleados trabajamos aquí, más que excepción de mi jefe, y nuestra yarda también está aquí en Nogales. Entonces, cuando tenemos entrenamientos o también una junta donde vamos a hacer una entrega de awards, porque tenemos una anual donde también nosotros premiamos a nuestros empleados. Yo estoy bien agradecida con WI por prestarnos las oficinas, sobre todo porque pues no tenemos nosotros alguna oficina aquí y siempre nos tratan de complacer lo mejor que pueden con prestarnos la sala de conferencia, y se me hace muy padre poder tener ese resource ahí con ustedes. Muchas gracias.
Gracias a ustedes.
Bueno, pues we're gonna follow up with one of our job seekers, and she honestly was very successful in this job fair, and we're very grateful that you attended, first of all. So thank you for trusting us in helping you on your way to wherever you're going. So why don't you let us know what's going on, where you started working?
At the job fair, I got a job successfully at Starbucks, which I think is a pretty hard place for like a cafe, food industry. It's a pretty hard place to get a job into. And they did on-site interviews at the job fair, which thank you. I'm really grateful that you guys put it together. It's a lot of work, and I'm really grateful that I was able to go and get this, and it turned out this way for me. Just for the job fair, it was really incredible. I'm so lucky. But I work at Starbucks. They offer a lot of benefits. One of the biggest benefits for me and a lot of people out there, especially in our small community, is a full paid tuition to ASU online,
Wow.
which is just amazing. I graduated in 2024, May 2024, and ever since I've just been working actually to go to college, So getting a job, working and getting school at the same time, for free, it's a blessing really. It's incredible.
Wow, that is great. I want to know, because you're saying you were working towards going to college.
Yes.
So does that mean that you already had something going on? Were you already registered, pre-registered?
So the only thing that I had really done, I wasn't that prepared in high school, I think. I wasn't really, as on the ball as I should have been in high school. You have so many resources in high school that really you should take advantage of, like high schoolers really do. Your parents tell you all the time, and sometimes you're like, see, like it'll fall into place. It's all up to you, it really is. And after high school, it's literally just you, Unfortunately, you guys are like doing so much, offering so many resources. And yeah, I wasn't really working towards like putting anything in motion per se, just more saving up the money to put things in motion. I really wanted to be able to, once I started registering and all of that, to afford it all. You know, it comes down to money, unfortunately, school, you know. So I wanted to do that first, just so I wasn't, you know, loans and debt, they're real, you know. So I just wanted to be prepared before I started putting everything in motion for myself. And thankfully now it all kind of did fall into place, so.
How soon after, when you were interviewed on the spot, and this was October 15th, right?
Yes, yeah.
So you were interviewed on the spot, you got the job, you started yesterday, I believe. And so how soon after you said, okay, I got the job, I'm gonna register for school? How did that happen for you?
So the first interview on the spot was just like basic questions, which were really, really nice. The store manager, Yvonne, she's incredible. She's the one who gave me the interview at the job fair. Then I had a second interview with the general manager. She is in control of like 9 Starbucks, like in the area in Tucson. And after that interview, I felt like really, I came home, I'm calling my family. I was like, I feel so good about it. Like, truly, like, they were really, really sweet. It was just more, you know how interviews, you get nervous. They're scary sometimes, you know? But that one was just more of a conversation, a get to know you. That's what I love about Starbucks. Even my orientation was like, just talking, just, you know, we're all human. We're all, you know, we all have a life, you know? Just getting to know each other, not like, you know, nervousness where you like don't want to share too much or this and that. So after that interview, when it was just really like comfortable, it was flowing really nicely, I got really excited, and like she told me about the benefits I had also learned from the first interview, and my parents had been saying, but I didn't believe it. Sometimes there's a catch to things, you know, I'm a little skeptical. So I was like, oh, I don't know. And no, yes, it's true. So after that interview, I started looking into it. I was like, okay, so let's actually put things in motion now. You know, I hadn't for a while because I was so like, I need to save like thousands of dollars, you know? So that night I actually was like on ASU, and now like I'm in contact. They have advisors there for Starbucks too to help me for my work schedule, for school schedule. So it's incredible. So I'm waiting till that to make sure to like all finalize it. And then yeah, hopefully by January I'll be there for the new semester.
That's
sounds
really
good
good.
for
Yeah,
me.
that's awesome.
Very awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
Did you anticipate the educational portion of it when you were at the job fair?
I actually didn't. I wasn't going in for the school part. I had recently just quit at another job, and I was looking for work already, and then the job fair like came perfect timing like around, and I was like, I'll go. I definitely need a new job. I was really just looking for work anywhere. I even got a bank card and everything for Wells Fargo, and you know, just going around the tents. It was really fun talking to everybody. And once they gave me the on-spot interview there, they were like, oh, we'll contact you for a second interview. And I was like, okay, well, hopefully, you know, wherever I like put out today comes back.
That's right.
And she comes find me, the store manager of Starbucks, to give me a second interview the next day.
Wow.
So I was like, wow. And then I got a call after the second interview a couple days later that I had gotten the job. And at the first interview, she said like the free tuition for school. And I was like, wow, okay. Like that's perfect, I think.
I do have another question because I'm going to go back to what Maria said about venturing off or doing your own thing. Did you have somebody with you that day at the job fair? Was
I
your mom
did,
there?
yes. Oh, and not my mom. I had
Okay.
my boyfriend with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he kind of step off to the side to let you do your
Oh,
own
yeah.
thing?
We got in there, and he went to go to the mines were there, Gym Click, like the bank and stuff like that. And I went, like, I was looking, you know, my tia works at Arizona Network, so I was looking for all the tents and this and that, walking around. We definitely separated, especially once I started. So at the Starbucks, at theirs, you scan a QR code, which a lot of places had that, which I thought was really incredible. And you apply. So I just kind of went off, like just like applying and everything, and then had my interview separately without him, and you know they came find me again separately. So yeah.
So yes, so the information that you're providing is awesome, right? Because go there with people that are going to support you, but don't have them next to you. Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a whole
That's-
process.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a process. You're looking for a job on your own. Go do it on your own.
That's right.
And know that you have that support behind you, but you don't need them next to you, right?
Yeah.
No,
So, yeah.
no, you need to. It's the time where you guys are gonna, you know, fly off, and we as parents need to let you. And it's hard. I understand because you don't want them to go into, well, you need to know how much you're going to make, or, but those are questions you can definitely teach them before they go to the job fair. And or even have them prepared, like these are questions that you can also make them, because I think, and I tell my son all the time, like it's all about appearance. If you come in, you're late, that's one thing. If there's just so many things that make a first impression, and making a first impression, a good first impression, is always important.
Yeah, and I do want to emphasize that because that is very important. After having conversations with employers, the first thing that comes to mind is your initial introduction is very crucial, right? It's the most important part in how you come across and how you present yourself to the employer. And just to kind of reiterate, I mean, I understand that all parents want the best for their kids, but a part of that process is also letting your child grow and learning how to do things on their own. So
Yeah.
And I would love to emphasize on that. Also, as a young kid, my parents are always, trying to look out for me and the best things, and they look for more stuff, I think, for youth, because they want the best for their kids. My mom is like my number one supporter. It feels really, really good to just go and do it yourself, like the proudness you feel to just wow, I got this on my own. You know what I mean? Of course, have it to support, you have it, but the feeling of accomplishment that you get after getting your own job, and such an amazing job where now I have my own school, doing it all on your own merit is really just another type of amazing feeling. Not only that, but you doing it yourself already makes your parents very proud. You know what I mean? Everything that they taught you took it and you used it, and to go out there and get your stuff on your own.
Talk about a self-esteem boost, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as parents, I think seeing, her parents must be so proud just to see that she got this all on her own, and herself, that she went, she asked, she I guess she conquered her fearness, because sometimes it's scary. It's very scary to be in an interview. Even sometimes when us as older adults, I still sometimes get nervous on interviews or even in meetings. It happens to us, so it's very common. It's just very important that you remain calm, and just try and keep it moving, keep it flowing. We'll make mistakes along the way.
Yeah, of course. I think we all do, right? Because we're human.
Yes.
But congratulations, not
Thank
only
you
on
so
your,
much.
it's not one accomplishment, it's two, three, because personal accomplishments are also
To your
big.
family.
Yeah, to your
Oh, yeah,
family. It's a lot of accomplishments that came out of this. So thank you very much for
Thank you.
attending, for being part of it.
Thank you guys so much.
And Marisol, I have one last question for you.
Yeah,
Well, two actually. Can you tell us how you found out about the job fair, and what message would you put out there to kids your age or youth your age about these type of programs and these type of events?
So for the first question, how I found out about the job fair was actually maybe a month or two ago. My mom had sent me, because I don't have Facebook, so she had sent me a photo, a flyer on Facebook about it. And I honestly, being really honest, I was like, yeah, okay, Mom, And then they were like, no, you should definitely go. And then, like I said, I had a job at the time, so I didn't think anything of that flyer, because I was like, well, I already have a job. And then I quit my job, so then I was like, of course my mom's right, I have to go. So they're calling me all day, and they were like, you should definitely go. My tia works for the Arizona Network, and she was like, come support. So I actually went in to go support my tia and just look at it, of course looking for work as well, but I didn't think, I know that they had produce, trucking and stuff like that. I don't know if it was anything for me personally, but there was so many tents, there was so many opportunities there, and I was really glad that I went. So that's how I found out, which was through family. And for your second question, a word of advice, I guess, for my age or youth is just like how I said earlier, to go and do it on your own. The amazing feeling we all get nervous, of course, and it's a little bit scary to put yourself out there, but the end, the reward at the end, I think just overcomes that, you know what I mean? So just push yourself through it and go on your own. Take pride in yourself and what you wear, your first impressions, and go in there with confidence, people want to see, first impressions mean a lot, the way you dress means a lot, being well-spoken, and just like that, people, when you talk to people like that, other people will just be like, oh, okay, you know, they'll be curious about it and they want to get to know you more. And that's what I've always tried to do, is just, you know, put myself out there as much as I can, and then whatever I receive in return is, you know, what God intended, you know what I mean? So that's an advice that I have
Yeah,
for the
that's
year.
awesome.
Nicely spoken.
That's right.
Yes. Thank you very much, both of you, for attending. But we're not done, right?
We're not. Yes. Well, we want to say thank you. We want to recognize you. We appreciate you guys taking the time out of your busy schedule to attend the job fair. And
course.
it's about making a difference. And as you could see, we made a difference in Marisol's life, of course, her family. So congratulations to Marisol Parra and her
Thank you.
family. And I think we're here as well to express our gratitude to everybody who was involved, especially Nogales Unified School District and their staff. Incredible work they set up with us. They actually did the entire setup of the
Oh, yeah.
of the
The whole
event.
thing.
They did everything, and I wanna recognize Alfredito, who was Alfredito, Elva. Yes,
They were on top of things.
They were incredible. They had security on staff, just what we needed, what employers needed, just incredible work from the Nogales Unified School District team, the Nogales High School staff. Thank you.
The volunteers.
The volunteers, yes. We want to thank our youth participants who were there the day prior to the event, setting up, the day after, the cleanup, helping us with carrying stuff to the cars, loading stuff, etc. We appreciate you guys so much for being there. We want to also thank our sponsors who supported us and believed in this great event and in the impact that it makes. I know one of our previous directors, Mauricio Chavez, says if you get one person hired, you know you had a successful event, because it definitely sets an impact for the community. So I don't think we only hired one. I think there's been, and I think we're gonna get numbers out there soon, but we know about several hires and several interviews that are ongoing right now. So we'll report those to you guys soon. But we want to thank Manriquez Group, Amado Manriquez, for the donations, Copper Rock Construction for their donations, La Catedral, Villas, Sodexo, Starbucks, yes, there you go, full circle there. Starbucks for supporting us. Who else am I forgetting? The entire team from Arizona at Work, because again, everybody was involved.
Absolutely.
Everybody was involved in.
Heras.
Oh my gosh,
Heras.
yes. Heras
Heras.
Transportation. Gracias al señor Gerardo Gera Buelna.
Buelna.
Yes, he provided the transportation, because we know one of the biggest barriers here in our community is transportation. So he was able to provide transportation to and from the event, and there were 2 buses actually transporting people from and to the event.
In
What were the
total-
points?
What was that?
I'm
The
sorry.
points,
Yeah, they were
the
transferring them.
points were from Primeria Alta, it was Walmart and JCPenney. And again, from Nogales High School, Walmart, JCPenney, and to Primeria Alta,
To and from.
to and from.
And after speaking with Hera, he told me that there was over 130 job seekers that used our transportation system.
That's crazy.
Which
That's
is
awesome.
awesome and
That's
incredible.
awesome.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
That is, and that's where you know that the community believes in these type of events, and
Absolutely.
hopefully this message gets out there. And I mean, if you can't participate as an employer and provide employment opportunities, maybe you can reach out to see in which other ways you can contribute, because a lot of employers did do that, to see in what other ways they could participate. But yes, we want to extend our gratitude.
You know who else?
Yes.
The county divisions that were there, because they were
100%.
able to provide some information that people needed.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the community organizations.
Any questions that people had regarding their
tax bills,
the assessments
yes,
were there.
when they had
So-
to pay their property taxes,
Yeah.
all of that. Yes.
Stuff like
They
that.
did tell me they answered a
Reports.
couple of
Yeah.
questions.
There
so
you go.
that's what they're there
And that's
for.
the perfect moment. It's not only you're getting employers, community organizations, but people
Community
are
resources.
community or resources that you can ask, oh,
Exactly.
I'm not here for that, but voy a aprovechar el momento de que están aquí los asesores, les voy a preguntar mis impuestos, cómo los puedo pagar. So I think that was perfect.
Perfect, yeah.
Yes. So thank you again to everyone, but I also want to give my my gratitude to Mr. Adrian Chamberlain. I don't think you give your credit enough, so we
I don't
want to
think
do
you give
the
yourself
Snoop Dogg
credit.
thank you. Yes, you were the brains of this operation. Seriously, you were out. You did outreach every single day, whether it was in Tucson, Sahuarita, Patagonia, the entire Santa Cruz County and Pima County. We appreciate you. We know that without the employers, there's really no
Job
business.
there.
There's really no purpose. So we thank you for not only did you have to do that, but the other things that you have to do. So you have to answer phone calls for employers, enter job orders, but you always kept that as your priority. So we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You are amazing, and we can't wait to see what the next event will look like. And we know it's going to be bigger and better. So thank you.
It wasn't a single effort, though. It is a team effort. They do say I don't give myself enough credit, but without having the staff that we have, it would have been even harder to do it. So, no, thank you guys, too. And thank everybody in the office. It was a team effort, truly. But rain or shine, we were there, we were doing it, and
That's
yeah.
right. Thank you.
Setting up canvases and flyers and all that
Oh my
stuff.
gosh.
Was awesome.
And
Crescencio.
we have to we cannot thank Crescencio Mata enough. Crescencio, de verdad, él estaba desde las 5 de la mañana, bueno, no todo, o sea, siempre está ahí desde temprano, ¿no? Pero Crescencio estaba desde la mañana anterior, creo que desde las 5 de la mañana, poniendo los pósters que dirigían a la gente,
sí, lo
los
vi.
vieron.
Los ven.
Ajá, y era por toda la Grand, por todo Mariposa, no nomás antes del evento, pero después del evento.
Sí.
Entonces, mis respetos para el señor Mata, estamos extremadamente agradecidos con usted, de verdad. Y claro que Elvira también.
Elvira.
Las gracias, Elvira, porque preparó ella todo el área. O sea, estamos agradecidos con
Todos.
todos. No tenemos
Sí,
palabras
fue un
suficientes.
éxito.
De verdad, fue un éxito, no nomás como decimos, el equipo de ustedes, pero toda la comunidad estuvo presente. We Love Nogales, Edgardo, qué bárbaro. Representando siempre, reportando la feria de empleo, Máxima,
La Máxima.
ahí nos tenían presentando. Fue una colaboración de verdad de toda la comunidad. Entonces creo que todos nos tenemos que dar un pat in the back, no nomás nosotros, pero toda la comunidad.
Sí, así es.
Claro que sí.
Gracias.
Entonces, algo más que queremos decir, algo más que queramos antes de cerrar.
Vamos a ver.
Marisol,
Pues felicidades.
Marisol quiere decir algo.
Casi no has hablado.
Sí, María Luisa. Marisol, ¿quieres decir algo? You wanna say
I
something?
was just gonna say that I didn't know Adrian got all the employers together. So this was actually Starbucks' first year going to the job fair.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
Walmart.
Walmart.
I saw,
Yes.
yes,
So
Walmart
it's-
was there.
I also wanted to say that it was,
was
amazing to
incredible,
hear
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
To hear
Yes.
that they were saying, nunca había venido. Y yo, oh, okay, so it's your first
yes.
time. So the outreach that you did, it really paid off because
That's
there was,
right.
yeah, and they were really popular booths. La verdad.
Oh, yeah.
mean,
No,
they
I
were,
was-
you know,
I was
they were right
Wells
next to me, so that's
Fargo.
why I got to see them a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sí, el Wells Fargo también.
Federal.
Washington Federal, yes.
Yeah, I really
Also-
wanted to push that emphasis with employers.
Claro.
Right. I know we have a very talented community with a strong work ethic. Not only have I seen it, I grew up with kids who are extremely smart, who want to come back to Nogales, but that the resource center aren't available. That's what I hear from them. Ultimately, the resources and the jobs are there. It's just a matter of looking for it, right? So I really wanted to emphasize that as far as employers and the job opportunities that there were, and not just the job opportunities in the agricultural industry, such as produce, transportation, like
Yeah,
trucking.
they go hand in hand.
Exactly. But I wanted to provide more of a bigger scale of employment opportunities for all ages, right?
That's
Such as
right.
Marisol having Starbucks there, having Walmart there with entry-level job openings, having those opportunities available to everybody. That was my ultimate goal.
And I think that as employers, being able to do on-site interviews was just as amazing to us, to be able to get a feel for the employees, as well as like Marisol, she was able to get a second interview, like a follow-up, just from the result of it, which is just amazing. I think that these community events that are just very successful, and I think we need to make sure to take advantage of all those resources and all those services
Yes.
that are there.
Absolutely.
You know what I feel like this event showed how strong our community
Yes.
really is, because if
absolutely.
we come together, we are a strong community, and we are able to be resilient. We are able to push through and be successful, because there's a lot of times that we allow our community to kind of but no, if we stand together, we pull through, we work together like this,
course.
we are strong and we're beautiful.
We are. And let me tell you
Community.
something. We had administrators from the Office of Economic Opportunity that came, and they...
I met with her, I think.
You did?
Yeah.
They were impressed at, and I don't want to say impressed because I don't think it's the correct word, but they were just so overwhelmed with such a small community and rural community for the work that was put in, the employers being there, the job seekers being there. And I don't think rural communities get the recognition that they deserve often. And I think this is something that they took in, and they even promoted it and they had us present to their committees about the success of this community, and that there is no excuse for rural communities to sit behind the bigger
cities.
counties. We have the same level of job seekers. We have the same initiative. So I think it's very important, again, for in years to come, in job fairs to come, to all come together. Because as you say, we're such a good community. We're and people are going to laugh, but we're a family at the end of the day. We all have each other's back.
Exactly.
So thank you, everyone.
Thank you. And before we end this, thank you for being our leader, our director, and always guiding us and making sure that we step forward, because we always need good leaders. And so thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Karina.
Oh,
So, yeah, no,
absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Laila.
Thank you, everyone.
You're doing amazing.
Thank you so much.
You are.
Thank you, and we appreciate everyone that's here, and also Marisol's family helped us with the entire promotion of the event. I know they were, and I kept bothering Adrian, can you please let Zoom Graphics know that we need a banner last minute? So thank you for dealing with us with our requests. We appreciate you guys, and it's about helping small businesses, and it's
Absolutely.
about not only getting employed, but also giving business to the small businesses. So we appreciate everybody involved in the making of this.
And let's not forget Mr. David Moore.
Oh, of course,
Mr.
Mr.
Moore
David Moore.
with our
of course.
shirts.
Yes, yes. And again, it's about giving business to every single small business, going with local and promoting
Supporting
local.
local businesses.
So, yes. And to close, again, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, our community. Thank you to every single person involved, directly or indirectly. We can't wait for next year's event. And again, it'll be bigger, better, and let's get people hired.
Yeah. So
Awesome. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you guys
Thank you,
for
ladies.
inviting me. Thank you for having me on for the job fair. I wouldn't, honestly, without you guys, it wouldn't have happened for me. So thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
That's awesome
Thank
news
you.
that you were able to have such a good experience,
Yeah.
and share that also with the young adults that are heading that way.
Yeah.
Of course.
So thank you guys for making this possible.
Thank you
course.
guys.
That's what we're here for, no?
yeah.
Of course.
And like you said, we are this family. At the end of the day, this community at the end of the day is a
Is
family.
family, yes.
So
Yeah.
it was really amazing to everyone to get together like that, which is rare, I think. So
Of course.
thank you guys.
Thank you.